Okay, let's run.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it.
It's a quest. It's a quest for fun.
Well, The Rock says, why don't we just cut right to the chase?
Okay, now he wants to get together. Well, he wants to talk.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
It's showtime, folks! What are you?
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to And I Quote, the weekly show where we introduce you to creators from all over the world and we find out more about them by taking your questions. I'm your host, Ryan of And I Quote channel, and our guest on this episode is someone who not only likes to turn things around, make some changes in their life and everyone else's life around him, but please welcome the one person on this earth who can make it a whole 180 for you. Mr. 180 is in the building. Hello, good sir. How are you?
What is going on? How are you doing today, man? I really appreciate you for having me, man.
Well, you're quite welcome. It's great to see you, and thank you for your kind words and your compliments. Appreciate you who may be watching or listening to this right now. So do not forget to like and share this with everyone you know. And if you're joining us live or on a replay, we thank you for being with us. If you have any questions for Mr. 180, let us know in those comments. Let us know in the chat. Be more than happy to take those as they come in respectively. But in the meantime, what would you say were some of your favorite books or writers growing up, man?
So I am a John Grisham fan. I'm not going to even lie to you. I'm a big John Grisham fan. A big that was my go-to. Who else? The crazy thing is because I did love J.K. Rowling. I was one of those Harry Potter fans. I loved then when I got older, I love her story. I'm a big person that loves stories behind it. James Patterson, that's my guy, you know what I'm saying? That's my go-to. But I always find myself back with John Grisham.
Nothing wrong with that. Have you seen any? And this kind of segues into my next question. Well, before we get to that, what would you say were some of your favorite movies or TV series growing up?
So movies for me, my favorite. I have two favorite movies right now. It's always been my favorite. My first favorite movie has been my favorite movie since I was a little boy. I have to say, Sister Act 2. Big shout out to. I have to put this plug in there. Big shout out to Martina Grayer, Mickey Lau, because we do movie reviews every Friday. So she brings different movies to me. I am a music head. I love music. I've been in music my whole life. So anything that's a musical, I'm definitely about it. I've been in a couple musicals myself. Dreamgirls, just different things. When it comes to music, I love it. But my favorite movie in all time is Sister Act 2. Right now, I do love Little. It's crazy because that's not a musical. But it's just the message behind Little was very, very how they put it together, because I've been on so many movie sets, just watching the editing, how they put that whole movie together. I got to give a big shout out to Black Panther. That was my movie. I love Black Panther. Being a part of that production was definitely dope. Growing up, TV shows, I wasn't a cartoon head. I liked I grew up on That's So Raven, The Proud Family, Lizzie McGuire. When you say grow up, that's what I'm thinking, kid shows.
No, I get that. It's cool.
Family Matters, Step by Step,
Mm-hmm.
Reba, I'm into that. Maybe that sitcom, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You can't forget about that. Martin.
Carlton doing this all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jumping around, having a good time. When you say grow up, those are the things that I think about, man.
No, I got you. And it's funny you say Liz McGuire. Did you ever see one of her first movies that she did post or during her run on Liz McGuire? Did you ever see Agent Cody Banks with Hilary Duff?
Remember that. I do
remember that one with Frankie Muniz? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Love that one. I grew up on that one, man. And I looked at Hillary one day and I'm like, yeah, we're going to get married. It didn't happen though, unfortunately. But then again, if she's ever around where I live in the northeastern United States of Maryland, Hillary, call me.
Hillary Duff. Oh,
Hillary Duff, man. Yeah, one of America's sweethearts right there. And she's done some good stuff in her career after Liz McGuire, because all these Disney Channel and what do you call it, children's television stars, they all grow up eventually. They all go on to do their own thing. And what is it? Hillary Duff is no exception. I mean, she did the TV series Younger on TV Land, so for a number of years. So she's done a few things here and there with producing and things like that. So like I said, Hillary, if you're ever in Maryland, give me a call. Let's talk shop, girl. I'm just saying. There's still
Definitely.
hope, man. There's still hope. But no, that's cool. So kind of as far as the movies go, so favorite, just out of curiosity, favorite scene in Sister Act 2.
Okay.
Favorite
So it has to be Lauryn Hill. I love Lauryn Hill. Big shout
Mhm.
out to Lauryn Hill. Been
Who
able to
doesn't?
work with her
Yeah.
twice.
Oh, really?
I have. It's
Wow.
been a blessing. It's a different experience, but it's a blessing. It has to be the Lauryn Hill, His Eyes on the Sparrow scene.
Mhm.
And big shout out to Whoopi Goldberg. There's a couple scenes that I loved about Whoopi Goldberg that she just really just did. Just like really, really did up. But then the final scene, of course, joyful scene. Those between His Eyes on the Sparrow and joyful scene, those is my go-to scenes of the movie.
I totally dig it, man.
But I have to put in that one scene where the mom comes in and says, "Singing will not put food on the table.
Yeah.
Singing will."
Does not pay
That
the
scene,
bills.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. That
There
scene
are
right
lots of
there.
talented people out there singing the show to coulda wouldas.
You're right.
Yeah, man. I
Uh,
remember that. I was
so
there.
yeah,
I watched it I watched it tons growing up, man.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the joyful scene at the end, I mean, it's crazy. It's awesome. It still holds up 30 years later. It still holds
Yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir. People still trying to do it too. Dance moves and all.
Yeah, all the members of the class and you had an up and coming Jennifer Love Hewitt is in this movie
Right.
before anyone really knew who she was. And I'm just like, look at
Right.
all these young up and comers that were in this
Yeah.
thing.
Yes,
You
sir.
know?
Yes, sir.
Jennifer was it, but one of my favorite scenes is when she walks in there and she meets the class for the first time, and my name is Sister Mary. Yo, mama? No, sir. Let's talk about your mama,
You're
who's so
right.
dumb she got hit by a parked car.
When you get jumped back with them that fast, it's like, okay, hey, okay, she with it. She with all of it.
Frank K. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't know? Who doesn't remember Frank K? Come on, come
Right.
on.
Right.
So good.
Hey, oh.
Oh, geez. Can't you come up with your own thing? Sorry. Anyway, we can quote that movie all day long, folks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's really gee whiz, it's good stuff. And the Whoopster's done so many things in her career, it's ridiculous. I mean, her resume is like 20 miles long, whether it's
Right.
Ghost, whether it's the Sister Act 1 and 2, which by the way, I'm sad that they never made a Sister Act 3.
Well, they claim they're coming with it. She says she's coming. It's been a year. They said something might drop next year. But okay, let's be real though. If you come with Sister Act 3,
Yeah.
they did the reunion with the people from Sister Act 2.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Are you really gonna have a Sister Act 3 without Lauryn Hill?
It's a good question.
How do you do that?
That is a good question. Someone's gonna have to figure that out for us. Someone who's it's too rich for my blood. I don't know.
That's like having a Sister Act 3 without Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg, you know what I'm saying, came from Sister Act 1. And then you remember the lady, one of the nuns passed away recently.
Maggie Smith. Yeah, she just passed away. Yeah, Mother Superior. Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost her, unfortunately. So that's going to be hard. But, you still got Kathy Najimy,
Yeah.
she's still perking up, man. And anytime you mention that or anything else she's done, including Hocus Pocus, which is 30 plus years old, by the way.
Right.
She just lights up. She loves talking about those movies. So,
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. You can always definitely bring her back for sure. I know she does some conventions here and there. She's on the Comic-Con circuit. I haven't met her yet, Kathy, but I look forward to meeting you when the time arises.
Let's do it. Let's set that up. If she's out there, let's do it.
We should. Have you been to a convention before? Have you ever been to Comic-Cons?
I have been to Comic-Con once. I did do Was it Comic-Con? Yeah.
Was it?
I did do Comic-Con.
How was it?
I did Comic-Con 2 years ago. I want to say
Did you enjoy yourself?
It was my first time a group of people brought me out. It is definitely overwhelming when you first get there. There's a lot of people and it's a lot of moving parts and it's a lot of stuff. But I really enjoy myself. I'm the type of person where I like to see how people think. So just to see people maybe outside of my normal everyday sector, I tell people that all the time, always go outside your box. And when you go outside your box, and I think that was the more enjoyment that I had on that particular journey.
Ah, okay. Would you be opposed to going to another Comic-Con somewhere down the line?
No. If I got invited, I definitely would go. Because now, like, I felt like when I went last time, I wasn't prepared.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a lot.
I was in there with my wonderful Sin style shirt on, and everybody else might be dressed up. They're doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's having fun. And it was like, oh, okay, I gotta relax a little bit, have a good time. So you definitely going again. I already know what I'm walking into. And so then yeah, I'm ready. Let's
Hmm.
go. Where we going?
That's a great question. Where are we going? I'll tell you one thing though. We are here in the destination of what is known as the Anti-Quote Show. Do not forget to like and share this with everyone you know. If you're joining us live or what is known as a replay, we thank you for being with us. If you have any questions for Mr. 180, let us know in those comments. Let us know in the chat. Be more than happy to hear from you as we go along. Speaking of which, magazine founder. What made you decide to become a founder of a magazine all of a sudden? How did that happen?
So it went back about 4 years, no, 3 years, 3 or 4 years. I'm not, the numbers tend to blur, but I was on the set of Black Panther 2. And while I was on the set of Black Panther 2, I was working, and I started realizing that A-list celebrities, I was in that circle, you know what I'm saying? Our trailer was right next door, and then it was the other people on the other side of so everybody, when we were filming, everybody held their breath when Angela Bassett hit set. Like, they tell you, if you've never been on set, let me tell you the rules. Don't fan out, don't run up to them, don't you couldn't have cameras on set anyway. That was like rule number one. They're taking all phones, no cameras. So you couldn't like be like, oh, give me a selfie. But don't run up to, they made it very clear, don't run up to Angela Bassett, don't run up to the celebrities. They're working. We are all here to work. So what had got me was when she came on set, and I love her to death, people were holding their breath. They had to cut and retake, tell people, we can see you on camera holding your breath. It's Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett speak to everybody. She speaks this and the third. And the people that I was around, we were talking during takes and during breaks and stuff like that. And they were telling me about like the nonprofits that they owned, the different things that they were a part of. And so when I like really thought of it, I'm like, man, why is there not a platform for you? Like, why didn't they hold their breath when you stepped out? You the one out here really, doing it. And I told myself I have to create a platform for the people that's in the grocery store picking up the groceries that you don't even know is doing big and successful and influential things. So I made sure that I made a platform for that. And from there, I literally took that dream and I ran with it. And now 3.5 years later, God has really blessed me. But that's the reason why I started, because I wanted to make a platform for like you, for like me, like people that are might be what they call everyday people that you don't even know is out here doing big things.
I totally dig it, man. I totally dig it, and thank you for doing so. And kind of goes into the next part of this question here. What would you say are some of the rewards about being a magazine founder all of a sudden?
Um, I'm blessed to be able to travel, and I've been blessed to travel the world. I've been blessed to meet some cool people. I've been blessed to meet some not so cool people. Um, it's really just, and I didn't want fame. I didn't want fortune. The money does. I'm not gonna say the money matters. I just want people to connect with people. I want people to network. But it has opened some doors for me to be in places that I never would have dreamed of in 1,000 years. That's number one. If you would have told me 10 years ago, I would be here on your show. Look at how the network, big shout out to Lori, how the networking worked. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Lori, how I went on one show, then this just doors open. When I tell you, being the owner of my magazine, doors have just really just opened. And I don't, sometimes I'd be like, I don't know who these people are. I just know they're asking, and my team puts it together. Okay, hey, you got to do this, do that. And that's really been the blessing of it. And then of course, being able to feed my family. Big shout out to my wife and our beautiful 4 children. Our 2 babies under 2. We have 2 under 2. It's like we have twins. So it's been able to afford me to take care of my kids. And that's what this is all about, leaving a legacy for them. And again, meeting cool people and really learning how other people think, and then helping people, reach their dreams. I've had people cry being on the front cover of my magazine. I've had people literally, yeah, like I've the reaction for some just blesses my soul that this will go down in history. because they never thought they'd be on the front of a magazine, or they never thought that they was worthy enough. But everybody is somebody. Everybody's worthy to be able to make their dreams come true.
Man, I got one thing to say to that.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, no, that's great. And me and anyone else who's listening to this, we can all relate to this, right? Because we've all been there.
Mhm.
I was never Mr. Popularity in high school. I wasn't the Zach Morris of Bayside High. You see what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't cruising with my Kellys, my Jessies, my Lisa Turtles. By the way, what's up, Lisa Turtle? And everyone else for that matter. But, you know, and I was never on the cover of anything because I wasn't worthy enough. I didn't think I was, you know, worthy of it and stuff. But, you know, hey, when you put yourself out there and you find something that you love and you keep pushing it, people are going to take notice of that passion that you have in your heart. So just keep pushing, ladies and gentlemen. If you got a dream out there, just go for it. You got nothing to lose, everything to gain, as someone may say. Maybe even Mr. 180 here would agree with me. I don't know, but yeah, there you go. See, you and I, we're some putty cool here, and Lori, because apparently everything is bigger and better in Texas. So well done, Lori. Lots of things are going down in Texas. Heck, I got a couple of friends of mine in different parts of Texas, so I got no qualms about it. By the way, one of these days, Lori, don't worry. One of these days, I'm going to fly down there or drive down there, whatever it is. I'm going to go down to Texas. I'm going to see you. I'm going to see our friends down there. Or maybe we'll even go to a convention together. I don't know. We'll have a blast. Yeah, we got to keep that in the back of our minds, folks. You never know. 2025 is right around that itty bitty little corner, which is crazy to think that we're this close to ending 2024. We're this close, man. It's absolutely insane. But on the opposite side of the fence, though, what are some of the biggest challenges about running a magazine?
About running a magazine, about running a business, about about staying sane, about not letting people what they say stop you. I'm going, if I could be transparent in my transparent moments, when I come on shows like this, I like y'all to see the transparent sides. Listen, in 30 days, I might want to quit 17 times. I'm not going to even lie to you. Some months they love me, and the next months they don't. Some months they support me, and the next months I'm the worst thing that walks. But that's just business, and I'm learning as a magazine, working with people and making them understand the importance of it. Now, I know that hardcover magazines, hard copy magazines, were going out of style, were going out of trend when I came into the game. So I'm at the end of it, of a dying breed, that everything's going digital. But let me explain this to you. What I tell people is, you want something tangible. You want to be able to take it to see grandma, mama, daddy, sister, cousin. When people come to your house sitting on your coffee table, I don't even, now I'm like, do they even make coffee tables? Do these kids even, but you want something, even if I told somebody send me a picture, it's in their bathroom. That's fine. Whatever you decide to do. If it's in the back seat of your car, if somebody gets in while you Ubering or you lifting, somebody gets to read something. I just want to make sure that I'm bringing quality content that is able to be read by the whole world, by everybody. Because the world that we live in is so divided, and it's so, oh, well, you don't like this, so I can't be cool with you, or you believe in that, so I can't be cool with you. And I believe I want to be that beacon of air, that fresh light to say, hey, we might not agree on this topic. Might not agree on that topic, but there's somebody out here that can bring us all together, that can network us all together. Number two is, I want to make sure that I'm bringing people that if you're needing help, you have those resources. Now, the hard part about that is people don't want to share their resources. Everybody wants some money. So sometimes it's the hard part to answer your question, because I know I probably left the question, my bad. But to answer your question is, the hard part about it is, first off, trying to make sure that people know that I'm a real person. I'm not a scam. I'm a real person on Facebook, because my pictures are very professional. I'm blessed to say I have a professional image. I've worked hard on that. So I have to let people know, oh no, I'm a real person. You can FaceTime me. I'm really him in the picture, number one. Number two is just really keeping that networking going, and understanding I can't please everybody, because when you try to please everybody, you'll fail at everything. So That's really the hard part about it. Getting the content is easy. I'm everywhere. I've been blessed to be on a lot of tours, a lot of stuff. I have content people have never even seen before, but it's just the fact of working with others sometimes can be hard.
Understandably so, understandably so. Any other special memories for you from being a part of this magazine, or maybe when you're out, out and about with the public and getting people's feedback on it, or other events you've been a part of?
So yes, I have quite a few. I've been blessed to have a great career. Not only am I the magazine owner, I do marketing. I do 100% marketing. I teach people the importance of a professional photo, headshot. I teach people how I don't take you serious if all you send is selfies. And you send me iPhone photos, and if I don't take you serious, a lot of my corporate friends aren't going to take you serious. I've been blessed because I'm a photographer, videographer, brand developer to be able to tour with a lot of people. My most memorable moment with the magazine is meeting Patti LaBelle, touring with After Seven, Stephanie Mills. I just I've been blessed, and like it's different when as a kid and an early adult I go to concerts or comedy shows or different things, and you pay for your ticket and they scan you in and you go through the thing, where now I'm there before the arena fills, and you have your lanyard, and that I don't have to go through security. I come through the back door and I come to the back of the stage, and it's a different look at life. And then to see it empty, and then by 7:15, because doors open at 7, at 7:15 it's full packed to the brim. Those are moments I never thought I would ever fathom. Just being able to go on different shows, I never thought that I would be flying the world, just covering different celebrities and different things that they have going on. I know a lot of people like, oh man, that's not nothing. But I explain to people this, do understand they're living the same life we are. And 80% of them are struggling just like we are. Let's be real, in America right now, it's rough out here. You got to work together. And so, yeah, those are some memorable moments. I got to sing with Fantasia. I got to sing with Patti LaBelle. Um, Taking pictures of everybody being on tour. I just did a Central Texas Soul Festival. I met some dope artists. I'm working with Calvin Richardson. Just yeah, it's just been memorable, man. Like when I tell you some days, I just can't believe it's real. I'd be like, they'll call and be like, "Hey, can we have you come, Mr. 180? We love you. Da 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 da. I love your work. What I seen." And I'm like, "You want little old me? Like you show?" And it just some days I don't believe it's real, but I'm great at my job and I work hard, man. So I'm just grateful.
Is this the same Patti LaBelle that was mentioned in the movie we spoke about earlier? I like Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells, and I like
Yeah,
the
you're
Supremes.
right,
Well,
right. You know
who
what
are
I'm
the
saying?
Supremes? What kind of a question is that? Who are the Supremes? You never heard
Right,
of Diana Ross?
right.
So that's the same Patti LaBelle that was mentioned in Sister Act. Wow,
Yes.
man, you've worked with some of Whoopster's
Yeah,
heroes there.
man. It's been the crazy part about it was
Hmm.
it was it was breathtaking. And then I'm gonna tell you about that day. I don't normally tell people the story behind the day with Patti LaBelle. I was not that wasn't the reason they flew me out. They flew me out to have a meeting with the record label to work with some other artists that they had just signed, and they wanted, my marketing and PR services. And I was like, okay. So that night after we finished our meeting, they was like, hey, who do you want to meet? And a lot of people get mad when I tell this part of the story. They asked, did I want to meet Beyonce or did I want to meet Patti LaBelle? Now, if you're on the back end of working with artists, um, for me, I just knew the experience would be better with Patti LaBelle. I grew up on Patti LaBelle music. Not saying I didn't grow up on Beyonce music, and I love Beyonce. She's a great artist, but I know the the level she's on and the security process she has. And yeah, she's gonna come out, she's gonna put on a good show. But am I gonna really have that moment where I'm like, hey, like she's not gonna let you take no selfie with her. She's not gonna let you do this. You might not even be able to get close to her. And I'm like, okay, let's make a better situation. And I was like, okay, if I go with Patti LaBelle, like how does this work? And that was like, hold on just one moment. Made a call. Mind you, we're in the hotel in the lobby, sitting at the bar. I have my laptop out. We had just finished the meeting. Miss LaBelle, I have Mr. Jenkins. And I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm not ready. Wait, I'm not ready. And she gets on the phone and invites me out to the show and let's talk. Let's work. And literally from there, it was history. I did 3 cities with her. I got to sing with her. I got to just get some knowledge, and it just was a blessing, man. And when I tell you, I'm so grateful, and I tell people that story because sometimes the door that you're trying to walk through might not even be the door. You get where I'm coming from, like and the crazy part is after that, the deal with the record label didn't go through. And now, but I'm on tour with Patti LaBelle, so hey, who cares? Like you're like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was amazing, and for her to be her age, like and getting around like she is in stilettos, and I'm like, wow, you're so beautiful. Her skin is just, I'm not even gonna look. Just the whole experience was amazing, man.
No, that's really cool. Thank you for sharing that with us. Good Lord. And I thought the line in Sister Act 2 was one thing, but you actually experiencing working with her and all this other
Yeah,
jazz. I'm like, I like the Supremes. So,
yeah,
that's just, I mean, come on, this,
yeah.
that, the other. Come on, you got to pick. It's just, great
That's
experience,
the
man.
thing in these in this industry that we're
You
in the
never know.
industry you're in, you have to make choices.
Hmm.
And sometimes you're like, man, I should have chose the other way, or I should have did it this way. But you have to accept the choices that you make. Not saying that
Yeah.
the choices I've made were bad. You'd be like, oh, could I have went further if I would have went a different choice? But I literally love this journey. This journey
Mhm.
called life. Building 180 life has been a journey, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world.
Well, in the words of our friendly neighborhood Grail Knight, you have chosen
He-
wisely.
Yeah.
If you grew up watching a little, franchise that's been big for the last like 45, 50 years, well done, Harrison Ford. Let us know. Be curious to hear your thoughts on that. What advice would you give to someone who's interested in starting a potential print magazine or online publication? What advice would you give for that person?
It's hard work. Make sure that you're make sure your schedule is open. It's hard work, but if that's your dream, if that's your passion, go after it. Get you a mentor. Find you somebody that don't get a mentor that's gonna like when I first started, I had like 3 people I looked up to, and they all wanted to charge me thousands of dollars to start and chase after my dream. Now, do things cost? Yes. But like when I say a mentor, like somebody that's gonna see your vision, even if it's another magazine owner. Me, I don't hate on other magazines. I actually love working with them. Now, there a lot of them are not gonna work with you because it's just the game that we're in. You know what I'm saying? But I would say go after it. And then when you actually start, try to have you 3 to 4 months of content already ready. So then you won't be like me when I first started, like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I gotta keep this going. Like really organize it. I think it took me like 7 months, but I was just such in a rush to publish that I published something and then people were like, when's another one coming? And you don't understand when it comes to magazine, we're 30 days above the world. We're 30 days before the world. Sometimes you can get those last minute stories in, but you're 30 days before the world because it takes time to print, it takes time to produce. And like a lot of this stuff, it has a process to it. And trust the process. That's all I can tell you. Just trust the process.
I can totally dig that. Absolutely good, sir. And once again, we are here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. 180 himself. Do not forget to like and share this with everyone you know. If you're joining us live on the replay, thank you so much for being with us. If you have any questions for this kind gentleman, Mr. 180, let us know in those comments. Let us know in the chat. More than happy to take those as they come in respectively. So, man, that's really good stuff. So I have some questions here provided by our good friends over here at Poddex. So Poddex is curious though, what was the worst time you ever put your foot in your mouth, and what did you say? If you're willing or able to share it here on the air.
Ooh,
I mean, if not, it's fine. You can always say skip and move on to the next question. It's fine.
no, 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 no. So, speaking too soon.
Hmm.
Sometimes what I've learned over
Yeah.
these last 4 years, especially when you're dealing with contracts and you're dealing with companies, they'll say they love you, and then when it's time to sign that contract, because nothing works until the contract is signed and a deposit is made. So speaking too soon on stuff, I can't tell you exact situations because some of those relationships might not be severed. But yeah, speaking too soon. And then also I've really calmed down. I used to be a little whippersnapper, they said, where it's like I would get upset because of some of the stuff that people were doing. And so I would take that to social media and people would know he's pissed and he's mad and they screwed him over. Now it's like I don't have to tell my end of the story. You know what you did? Hey, so those I've done that. I've been in those situations now, and with that happening, I lost 3 endorsements. The last time I had a rant of craziness, I lost 3 endorsements. With 3 endorsements losing, that loses money for my children, and that's what I had to really. I went to my mentor, and I really had to buckle down and say, you know what? Feed the children, let people talk about you in their own circle behind their phone, computer with their thumbs, or lose everything you have. I can't lose it all. I've worked too hard for this.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, and another way of presenting that is haters are going to hate. Don't listen to them.
Right.
You know, haters are going to hate, man. But in the words of Malibu's Most Wanted, don't be hating. You know, it's come on, guys. Come on. Don't be hating.
That.
We're all just here to have a kick back and have a good time and run our businesses or whatever it may be. So just,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, don't be hating, man. What are 3 things, or what 3 things, excuse me, would you leave in what is known as a time capsule for people to open within 50 years from now?
3 things I would leave. I guess I would leave my first issue of my magazine. Just so you can see how far we've come. There's sometimes I just go back and look at that first terrible. It's right there. Let's see if I can. There you go. The first one right there. Um, that first one, right? Let's see if I can do it right. There we go. Like I'm a weatherman. Boom. I would definitely leave that for them so they can see how far we've come. I would leave a letter telling them that your dreams can come true. That I lived a life that I never would have dreamed of. And then um I think I would leave some of these awards that I that have decorated my wall. I know you
Few
can't
plaques,
see
maybe.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been blessed to get some dope awards, man. And um I leave them here in my office. I'm in my office. I'm not in my normal studio, y'all. I'm sorry. It's
Right.
Saturday. Y'all, please
All
forgive
good.
me. But I look up and I look at the awards and I'm so grateful that anybody would take the time to, award a little old guy, a little country boy like me, a little southern man like me.
It's a biopic in Hollywood waiting to happen. Call this guy up. Get him on there. Let's make it happen.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Let's go. And then just out of curiosity, who would you want, what actor would you want to play you in a movie? Any ideas on that
Who?
one?
I don't know. I haven't because I want the younger me.
Right.
Because the
Right.
younger me went through so much,
Mhm.
it would have to be like a younger person.
Mm.
But then the adult me went through from 18 to 27. That person went through so I don't know. I know you. That's a hard one. Oh, you hit.
Great question. It's a
You
hard
know
question.
that.
It's a good one.
But he's older. I would say Jamie Foxx because he's done so many. But because he has the singing too, you can't. I need somebody that can sing, that can
Mhm.
understand.
He was
My
Ray Charles at one point, so
right. You know what I'm saying. But then, just I don't know, man. I don't know. I really have to think about that.
yeah, it's all good. Didn't mean to stump you there with that one, but hey, we like to throw in a zinger every now and again. If you decide to get cremated, where would you want your ashes spread?
I don't know. Bury them, I guess. I would just say bury them. So this is a joke that me and my wife have.
Oh
Lord,
boy.
this might not be good, but
Mm-mm.
excuse me, audience, if this
Yeah.
offends you, please forgive me. I told my wife that if I was to die first, cremate me and put me on the mantle of the fireplace. So every time she walks in the house, I want her to talk to me and go crazy because
There
I'm
you
not
go.
here. And So that's always been my joke. I want to be, you need to carry me everywhere you go. And she's like, I ain't carrying you around here. Yeah, I want to be right there. But I don't know. I'm not really so I'm going to give you a little short story real quick. This is okay. So I went to school for mortuary science. So that's what I have my degree in. So if I was ever to quit entertaining and whatever, everything I do, I would go back to the funeral home. So I'm a big, I tell my wife this too. I don't mind getting cremated at the end, but you need to embalm me and I want people to cry over my body. I do. I need you. I want you to jump in. I told her, you need to jump in and take me with you. I want to hear that cry. And if you can't do it, let's hire some people to do it. I need all that. I want all the action. I want all the juice. And embalm me well, make me look nice in something red.
Wow. Okay. This show just took an interesting turn that we haven't gone to in a very, very long, if any, part of our career and time. And we just, and the funny thing is, we got over 200 episodes of this program now. We're on episode, I think, 206 now because episode 180.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy though, because a couple weeks ago, I realized we were coming up on the 200th, and then all of a sudden it just flew by, and I'm 6 episodes into 205, 206 now. And I'm like, oh, geez, we didn't do anything for our 200th. But anyway, the announcement's here. It's been made. We are over 200 episodes of And I Quote. So thank you to everybody who made that possible. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody,
Hey,
all
congratulations.
200 plus people have been on this set and have been a
Wow.
part of this show.
Wow.
Have done a tremendous job, and I'm grateful to each and every single one of you. Whether it was from the early beginnings, we were just starting out during the midst of the global pandemic at that point, or what we're doing now with so many new faces coming in every single week. I mean, we've had some familiar faces come back for sequels, because these days, Sydney, you gotta make a sequel.
Right.
As they tell us in the metafilm known as Scream, which turns 30, believe it or not, in less than 2 years from now.
Wow.
I know. It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
That makes me feel old, though. That's crazy, right?
Listen, we're not going to be young for too long, but listen, we're all young at heart here, pal. So let's keep that in mind as we go along. Age is just a number, folks. Age is just a number. You're only as old as you feel. So keep that in the back of your minds. But yeah, we are over 200 plus episodes. So thank you to each and every single one of you who have made this possible, helping us behind the scenes, helping us in front of the everyone who's done it. Thank you so much. We love you to pieces. Outside of that grand announcement that I was a day late and $1 short for, sorry, audience. But it's been made. It's been made. You're welcome. We're loving it. If you could try out a job for a day, just to see if you like it or not, which job would you choose?
So, okay. So when I was a kid, I wanted to be a fireman. So I definitely would. I definitely would want to try that. Now I'm fat, old, and lazy. No, I'm not lazy, but
I was gonna say, what you talk about, Willis? What you talking
about? I used to say I wanted to be an actor, but I already do that now. So it's like, what would I want to do? I would definitely want to be a fireman. I'm not a policeman. Let me think. A news reporter. I would love to do that. I've been filling out applications for that. Like, hey, bring me in, give me a segment, I would want to do that. Maybe a basketball player. Hey, put me in the NBA for one day. They probably run. I need my inhaler.
Yeah. What's do you just out of curiosity, as a bit of a follow-up to that, do you watch pro or college basketball during the season?
I do. I used to be a Laker fan, and I know they're about to boo me. Here we go. I'm not a LeBron James fan. And
it's okay, neither am I.
And when they got him, and now they got Bronny. Bronny is cold though. I gotta give. I'll give LeBron his props. He's a real, like, when it comes to basketball, I love basketball. He's a real good athlete. I just don't like him as a person.
Yeah.
And Lord, because I work with a lot of people, I shouldn't say that. They say I have to stop being like that. I don't want to say I don't like him as a person, because I don't know him as a person.
Right. We never met him.
I don't. They like to compare him to Jordan and Kobe. My favorite is Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. That's my favorite basketball player of all time.
Oh, okay.
And I don't like the comparison, because Kobe knew business. LeBron doesn't. Now, is he a businessman? Yes, because I've seen he has the production company. It's a lot of things a lot of people don't know LeBron James owns. I've been blessed to meet his mother, and he's very smart guy.
Wow.
But when it comes to Cleveland put all that money into you, and I understand nobody lives in Cleveland. This. They give an excuse for it, but one thing about it, Kobe Bryant went to the Lakers and he never left. And he told them what he needed because he knew how to talk. He knew how to work with people. They can say in his later days, oh, him and Shaq and this. No, go get Derek Fisher. Go get Robert Ory. Go get Rick Fox. Go get the. Listen, he knew how to talk and run business. And if he didn't, he had a team around him. Big shout out to his wife. A lot of people don't know Kobe Bryant's wife. Really, Kobe Bryant's wife is the one that got him that $1 billion deal with Nike, Reebok. Yeah, his wife put that together. So a lot of people don't know that.
That's
Not
insane.
saying LeBron James' wife couldn't do it, but bro, you've been on 15 different teams just to get a ring. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So.
Wow. Okay. We got some basketball history up in this place. But I respect that. I really do. Just out of curiosity, do you have a favorite college team, or you don't really follow college b-ball?
So I am from Texas, so y'all know I gotta
everything is bigger and better.
Yeah.
And you know what else happens in Texas? Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. Can't lose.
that.
Right.
So I'm a Longhorn fan. They might not be, on the top
Texas
of the radar.
Longhorn?
Yeah, Texas
Oh,
Longhorn.
yeah, this
Yeah, you know what I'm
that
saying?
floating around? Okay.
I'm a Longhorn fan,
You're a
so
Longhorn fan. Okay.
whatever they do, I'm following them. And
You got some jerseys, you got some swag in your wardrobe for the Texas?
I do. My kids got jerseys like
Oh, your kids got jerseys.
Yeah,
Okay.
my kids got onesies and jerseys and stuff. I got a couple jerseys. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm the old Longhorn on the football. I used to actually go to all their home games when it came to football. And then when I got grown and older, I think I was like 18. I used to work the games. You can go to the games for free.
Yeah.
So I was, and then they retired the coach, and it's kind of changed now. I haven't been to a game recently, football or basketball with the Longhorns, but I am a Longhorn fan. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my college team. But I if I had to go outside of Texas, I would have to say the Florida Gators. I have to go with the Florida
Gators.
Them Gators,
in Florida. Them Everglades, son. A lot of gators down there. No, I get it. And the Florida Gators, what do you call it? The logo is classic. It's been around for decades. I mean, even my brothers, who I don't think they were Gator fan, but they had Gator merch back in the day.
Yeah.
Florida Gators. So nothing wrong with that. Fantastic. Well, it's funny you bring that up because the new season's about to begin of college b-ball here in the next week or so, which I'm excited about because my team, I mean, for all intents and purposes, my team is NC State Wolfpack, baby.
Okay.
So I'm an NC State. Yeah. Red and black. They were this close to going to the ship last year. So I know in my heart of hearts that both the men's and women's divisions of NC State basketball are going to go to the ship. They're going to bring home some trophies to Raleigh, North Carolina, and everyone's going to go nuts. They're not going to be thinking about the 50 Shades of UNC, not the 50 Shades of Duke, none of that other university stuff, none of Campbell, like none of that stuff. They're going to think about NC State Wolfpack, brother. Yeah. Because when you're NWO for life of the Wolfpack. Yeah. So, yeah, NC State Wolfpack is my number one. And then behind that, my number two team is Fighting Irish and Notre Dame.
Okay.
So, yeah, as you can see, there's a bit of an ACC pattern going on here, man.
I see that.
Yeah, I'm an ACC fan. So those are my two teams. And yes, I do have the shirts. I do have the hoodies. Okay. I do have the hats. I have an NC State and Notre Dame hat. I'm not going to be ashamed to say it. And also part of my family is indeed Irish. So it just kind of makes sense. Fighting Irish, man.
Okay.
Also like the logo. I mean, the guy putting his fist up. He's like, put him up. I mean, some logos from some universities are just fantastic looking.
Yeah. They put a lot of time and effort into them.
Speaking of marketing, they put a lot of marketing into that too, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. And it's hard to get into their marketing area. Trust me, it's hard.
Is it?
So you got to pick sports, band, something they got going on, and hopefully they give you opportunity.
Yeah, well, for sure. But go NC State Wolfpack, and then in the form of Mr. 180, go Texas Longhorns.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, it's Texas, man. Once again, this is This is and I quote Mr. 180 himself. Do not forget to like and share this with everyone you know. And if you're watching us live or on a replay, thank you for doing so. If you have any questions for Mr. 180, let us know in those comments. Let us know in the chat. What does your typical Friday night look like?
Friday night, I have 2 kids under 2. I'm in bed every day before 11, but I'm up every morning at 5:30 a.m. Y'all have to remember, I'm on the radio 3 times a week. I'm on TV 3 times a week.
Good Lord.
I have a lot of meetings, and I take my kids to school every day, and I pick them up every day. So, yeah.
That's a plethora right there. I don't know how you make that itinerary of yours work.
It's teamwork. Grateful for the wife. Grateful for the team. But some days I'm up super late. I'm in the office shooting off emails, reading emails, making things happen because I do have a magazine that has to go out every month and I have to approve a lot of different stuff that I need on my computer. But yeah, man, Friday nights though, that used to be our date night before we had our second child under 2. Have a date night, have a good time. But lately, within the last year, because I've been touring and traveling, I leave on Thursdays. I might have a show Friday, I might have a show Saturday. Just really depends. But I have that as my wind down time, and I have to remember some people they turning up on Friday nights. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm just not that guy, and I don't want to say because I'm running businesses, but because I got to keep my head level. I've been blessed. So Friday nights is my wind down time, man.
Understandably so, because it's Friday. We ain't got no job, and we ain't got nothing to do.
Right.
You just gotta. I know you don't do this. I know, but we're gonna put out a magazine called 180 Life today because it's Friday. We ain't got no job, and we ain't got nothing to do. Sorry, I had to throw in another pop culture zinger or reference for the audience, or for you who may be familiar with that property. It's been around for decades and decades and decades, and I think if I remember this correctly, the original one turns 30 next year, which is insane. If I'm remembering that correctly, if I'm wrong about that, let us know in the comments if I'm saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. But I believe it turns 30 in 2025.
Right.
I'm not sure. Someone's going to have to correct me or confirm that somewhere backstage. But anyway, I do want to take this opportunity to say that I am grateful, and I hope you who may be watching or listening to this right now are grateful for the presence of Mr. 180. Mr. 180, it has been great to see you and get to know you and hear what you have to say about what's going on in your neck of the woods of Texas. And talk about them Longhorns. Maybe they'll win some games this year. Maybe they'll go to the ship. Who knows? You're gonna have a hard time getting past my NC State Wolfpack, though. I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm just saying, man. Listen, you got your territory, I got mine. But it's gonna be fun cheering on our respective teams and their respective divisions and their respective conferences and all that jazz. But outside of that, we hope you've enjoyed this presentation here on And I Quote. Mr. 180, it's been great to have you here. Now, if someone wants to know more about you or 180 Life, where can they follow you?
Of course, you can go to the website at 180life.com. 180 LYFE. Y'all see it. LYFE.com. You can go onto Facebook. Come and follow me at Archie J Jenkins. That is my personal page. Definitely tap in there. I am on, or you can type in 180 Life on Facebook as well. On Instagram, 180 Life, 180 Show. Definitely pull up on us. You can see where we're traveling, where we're going, what all we're doing, and how we're making it happen. So definitely would love to hear from you. Would love to work with you. If you're looking for work to be done, just definitely tap in with me. All right.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for being here with us, good sir, and wish you the best with everything moving forward. I'm going to talk to you here in just a moment. My name is Ryan of And I Quote Channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RyanRPM5. Follow us across all forms of social media simply at And I Quote Channel. And our goal is to reach 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Help us do so, and we're going to throw a great big live stream celebration that will include returning favorites, such as Mr. 180 over here. He's more than welcome to come back and share some great things that's going on in his neck of the woods, or if he just wants to talk some basketball, maybe we can do that too. I don't know. But once we do, we're also going to have some special giveaways that you, our incredible viewers / subscribers, going to be eligible to win. Also, we got merch. That's right. You want to talk about marketing and merch there, Mr. 180? Well, guess what? We got a Redbubble store that's got shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, stationery, throw pillows, anything you could possibly desire that has And I Quote written all over it, or some other designs we have up there too. They're available right now in our Redbubble store, and everything's on sale. So check out the links in our social media bios when it comes to that. And I quote is normally on Saturdays, 12 p.m. EST. The meeting of fandom is on the first Friday of every month on Friday at 7 p.m. EST. And then the second, third, and fourth Friday of each month, respectively, we're having movie watch-alongs. When a movie turns a certain age, we throw a celebration, which includes us watching the movie, and you can react to it along with us. Those are going to be on the other Fridays of the month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you check those out as well. Once again, thank you for being a part of this episode. Links to where you can follow me and Mr. 180 are located in the description of this video / episode, so make sure you check out those links too. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when videos go up or they go live. Remember, life is better when supporting indie creators from all over the world. Take a look.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now, it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasmafire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasmafire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
Good morning! Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.